What's up everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Monday, February 9th. Now, I'm excited to talk about Dog Bitcoin in today's video. And why is that? Well, Dog Bitcoin is climbing the ranks on CoinMarketCap. Yes, what we're going to reveal to you today is data. And data is very important because data tells you what's really going on other than just price movement, other than just market cap, but how Dog has actually been outperforming BNB meme coins and utility tokens, and also other predominant meme coins that are blue chips, tier ones, and why Dog is about to be in the tier one of blue chip meme coins very soon. Now, what I want to do is cover what Dog Bitcoin has done since the October 10th crash, and also how Dog's been performing year to date. So starting January 1st up until today, February 9th. So let's cover it in this video. I'm so excited. So smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Okay, so yeah, Dog Bitcoin right now down 6.83%. Nothing too big, nothing too shabby. But let's look into Bitcoin's price. Now, Bitcoin is roughly still 70,000 US dollars, still 10% to the downside over the past 7 days. So when you see Bitcoin drop that much, you will probably notice that everything else, especially meme coins, will drop much more, but not Dog Bitcoin. So let's talk about it. So Dog Bitcoin right now is at 189 ranking on CoinMarketCap. So what have you noticed about Dog Bitcoin right now? Even though it's down 6.84% in the past 24 hours, look over the past 7 days, only down 6%. So really nothing has changed. It's actually over the past 7 days, has it gone up or down? It's staying flat, which is good, because what you don't want to see is that it's dropping like Dog with Hat, down 12%, Floki down 13%. And Dog has actually flipped a lot of different meme coins. Check this out. We're no longer below ApeCoin. ApeCoin is now below Dog. And also, when we look even further, we have Toshi, Brett. We also have memecoin. By the way, a lot of these coins used to be above Dog Bitcoin. Now they're way below it. In fact, they dropped significantly down to 66 million to memecoin. Toshi's down to 83 million. Brett, that used to be over $1 billion, is $74 million. That's crazy. But let's look into Dog a little bit more. Because over the weekend, we just saw that Dog flipped Cheems and this other token that are both BNB meme coins. And it's actually right behind Melania. Now, to give you some context, Dog is actually up 11% ever since 2026. And BNB, by the way, is down negative 25%. Aster, a token that CZ bought in, negative 22%. Cheems, a meme coin on BNB, down negative 45% ever since 2026 started. So we are witnessing right now that CZ's empire of meme coins and utility tokens is crumbling before the Dog army, which is absolutely very exciting. Now, let's talk about Melania, because Melania right now is next in line. We've already flipped Cheems, ApeCoin, this other BNB meme coin, Brett, Mog. So Melania, an insider traded token, by the way, really is not too far away from being flipped. So let's look into what market cap we need to reach and how many USD value in order to get there to flip Melania market cap. So this is an overall list that we've seen in terms of USD value of how many millions we need to flip Melania, Build On, Pippin, Fartcoin. Now, what you need to understand is that once we flip Fartcoin and Dog with Hat, we are officially part of the tier one meme coins. I mean, look at every other meme coin down below. These are all tier ones, and we will be in the top 10 meme coins by market cap. And we're only roughly $100 to $130 million away from doing that. I think it's actually quite possible. And you're seeing the Dog army continue to accumulate. You see that Sutu blockchain acquired roughly around 43 million Dog tokens. That's roughly 42 to 43,000 US dollars. Then you saw that Dan from Crypto Capital Ventures bought roughly around 21 million Dog tokens. That's roughly around 20 to 21,000 US dollars. Then you also have Nora, Dog Holder, Mr. Bunda, Hova Beta, Big Dog. It doesn't just stop there. We also have D7, J Dog. We also have Fantagero. Okay, so let's compare Dog and how it's been outperforming, say for instance, SPX and Pudgy Penguin since the October 10th crash. As you know, October 10th was a huge liquidation event due to a software glitch on Binance. Well, most of the meme coins obviously were affected by that, but what have you noticed about Dog? Dog is actually down only roughly 35% ever since that 1010 crash. When you look at basically SPX and Pengu, they're down 73%. So that's almost double pretty much double the amount in the negative compared to Dog Bitcoin. But let's also compare Dog to other dog themed meme coins, and this is very important. So check this out. Ever since year to date, meaning January 1st up until today, Dog has been the best performer of all dog themed meme coins. So what do I mean by that? So look at this when we look at Bonk, Dog with Hat, Dogecoin, and Floki. Well, all of them, by the way, are in the negative, so close to negative 21 to 22%. Look at Dog Bitcoin. It's up roughly around 3 to 5% to the upside ever since January 1st of 2026. Now, what is this an indicator of? This is an indicator letting you know that every dog themed meme coin out there has already had their bull run. If it's been on Ethereum, if it's been on Solana, if it's been on the Dogecoin blockchain, regardless, they've all had their run. So what's next in line? Well, it's obviously the number one dog themed meme coin, which is Dog, on Bitcoin. It's going to be Bitcoin meme coin season. And you're pretty much aware that dog themed meme coins capture the most market share in terms of the meme coin sector, over $21 billion. Nothing even comes close to it, not even Murad's picks, which again, why are you buying your Murad's meme coins? They're not doing that well. You have to look in the fundamentals. Fundamentals tell you what's going to happen in the long term. That Dog is next to run up. So another thing I want to share with you is this image right here. So what are you noticing? Well, yes, over $21 billion are in the Dog theme meme coins. Dog is the only meme coin on Bitcoin within the top 6 meme coins that are dog themed, and it's only $101 million. You should already know that the number one dog theme meme coin is guaranteed to flip Dog with Hat at 226, Floki at 300 million, Bonk at 550 million. That's guaranteed no matter what. That's going to happen and going to be third place. Who knows, maybe in the next few months. It could happen really quickly. But most importantly, it's guaranteed to flip Shiba Inu. The only competitor to Dog is Dogecoin. And we know that Dogecoin has a very large market cap currently at $16 billion. But keep in mind, right now, if Dog were at 1% of Bitcoin's market cap, it would surpass Dogecoin. Just think of it like that. Just 1% of Bitcoin's market cap into Dog would flip Dogecoin. We already know that Bonk and also Shiba Inu are more than 1% on both Solana and on Ethereum. So just think about that. I want you to pay attention, but let's just not stop there. Let's also look into charting, because what we're going to look into is Dog dominance against these other meme coins and even Bitcoin itself. Okay, this is the Dog price. So what have we noticed in the Dog price? Well, Dog looks like within the MACD, it looks like it wants to flip to the upside, meaning it looks like it wants to bend and curve upwards back into the buyer's market. That's just what we're seeing right now. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. It continues having selling pressure. You never know. Anything is possible. But right now we're in the zone within the RSI. And as I said, I wanted to see this purple line hit this specific red line right here, which is the support level. Because based on history, we've seen the RSI drop at these levels before, and every single time that was the support level, and we're seeing it happen again. And we kind of broke out of this descending trend line. So looks like right now Dog is looking for a new narrative or a new leg up. But let's focus on the dominance part. Okay, let's look at Dog dominance compared to BTC's price. So ever since the beginning of January 1st, Dog is actually performing way better than Bitcoin itself. So that means Satoshi wise, since Bitcoin is priced in Satoshis, not in USD, you can see that Dog priced in Satoshis is actually outperforming Bitcoin year to date. Now, let's not just stop there. Let's compare it to other meme coins. Let's look at, say, for instance, SPX. Ever since the 1010 crash, which is right over here, you can see that Dog has been outperforming based in Satoshis and also USD by a lot. It's absolutely substantial. This is by far amazing to see Dog surpass a cult theme meme coin. But what about a VC-backed meme coin such as Pengu? Same thing. On October 10th, Dog has actually performed way better compared to Pengu. Dog is performing in a way that it's supposed to perform, which is becoming the number one meme coin on Bitcoin. I've decided to also compare Dog to Aster token. Remember, Aster is a token that CZ bought in. CZ is the founder of Binance, or used to be the founder of Binance. Now, Aster was created roughly around, I think, October 17th or 19th or something like that. But as you can see, Dog has actually done quite well ever since that time. And as you can see, Dog, based in USD value and also Satoshis, has been outperforming Aster since the launch of the token. When I look at the value of Dog right now at a roughly around 100 million market cap, The thing is, what you've seen is that dog, no matter where the price is as right now, it's been performing better than BNB meme coins and utility tokens, and also predominant meme coins out there such as Pengu, SPX, and also all dog themed meme coins. This is why data is super important. And the last thing I want to share with you is this specific diagram. So if you didn't know, this is the moving average of the 50-day and 200-day. So this right here is the 50-day moving average, which is the green line. The 200-day moving average line is the orange line. What have you noticed? Well, yes, dog price is below the 50-day moving average. We do need the dog price to be above the 50-day moving average line. Now, if it does that this month, or maybe even March, that means that we potentially could see that as a new support line. So the dog price goes above the green line. That means that's a support line. And eventually you're going to see these lines such as the 50-day and 200-day eventually cross into a golden cross. Now, what I have noticed is that ever since this point of a death cross back in September 2025, it looks like the 200-day moving average, by the way, has been dropping significantly. It's been dropping a lot, and it continues to drop. But it looks like they're going to extend all the way up maybe until end of February, maybe beginning of March. I don't exactly know. But nonetheless, these things look like they're going to cross. So, with that said, over the past 24 hours, dog Bitcoin is going to experience volatility. But nonetheless, if you look at year to date, dog's been performing and outperforming better than every other altcoin ever since the October 10th crash. Been performing better than any other BNB meme coin. So this is why I remain bullish on dog Bitcoin. Why I share data with you is because we have to remove our emotions, because emotions only focus on the daily price. But when you focus on the data tells you that dog has always been the better performing meme coin because it's not listed on multiple tier 1 exchanges. It's only listed on Kraken. Because it's only listed on Kraken and not Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, KuCoin, you name it. Because it's not listed on the HTX or any of those other tier 1 centralized exchanges, that means it avoids the market makers that pump your bags, meaning pump the market cap artificially, but they also artificially dump your token. And that's what we saw with all these other meme coins, is that when we saw the 1010 crash, all these market makers capitulated on their meme coins, on their altcoins, and even Bitcoin for that matter, that took a hard hit. So this is why the free and fair movement, without having to pay market makers or pay listing fees, has actually benefited dog Bitcoin. No one would have seen that coming unless we didn't see a 1010 crash. But this is why dog still stands to be the winner long term. So with that said, you know that dog is going to be experiencing a Bitcoin meme coin season this year. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I cannot wait to read them. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding dog on the moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.